The watch market might be experiencing a bit of a downturn right now, but you know what they say, every cloud has a silver lining, and in this case, that lining is made of stainless steel and powered by some of the most iconic movements in horological history. Let's get into it. But first, for this video, I'm wearing my favorite Seiko 5. The iconic Seiko watches we're about to explore, while not recommended as investments per se, you know I'm against that, present us with a unique moment. With prices adjusting, now might be the perfect time for enthusiasts to acquire a piece of horological significance without breaking the bank. So join me as we delve into the world of Seiko, where every tick is a heartbeat of history. I'm going to list 5 iconic Seiko watches, discussing the historical significance and looking at price trends. That's so important. And the 5th and last watch is an icon that's totally underappreciated in the watch world. We're talking incredible iconic status at an amazing bargain. Now, if you're a fan of the iconic film Apocalypse Now, you might recognize this watch from Martin Sheen's wrist. Yep, that's right. This bad boy earned his nickname, the Captain Willard, from his starring role in the movie. But trust me, this watch isn't just a pretty face on the silver screen. The Seiko 6105-8110 is known for its sturdy build and reliable performance, even under the most extreme conditions. It's like they say, it's like the Chuck Norris of watches, tough, dependable, and always ready for action. This particular model is part of Seiko's legendary lineage of dive watches, which kicked off back in the swinging 60s. The 6105 series is famous for its unique cushion case and robust movement, showcasing Seiko's innovative spirit. It's got a design that stands out from the crowd and a reputation that made it an icon among collectors. Who doesn't love a watch with a little bit of history and a whole lot of character? Let's talk about why collectors go gaga over this watch. First off, it's built like a tank, so you know it's going to last. Plus, it's got that historical charm and a cult following that just won't quit. And let's not forget, production of this model ceased way back in the late 70s. So getting your hands on one is like finding a golden ticket in a Wonka factory. But hey, if you're looking to add this gem to your collection, now might be the time. The market value has seen a bit of a dip recently with a 27% reduction. But don't let that fool you. This watch is still highly desired among collectors. This watch is indeed in a league of its own. Sure, there are other vintage dive watches out there, but Seiko's model has that perfect balance of affordability and quality craftsmanship that even the fancy Swiss brands can't touch. And don't just take my word for it. The watch community is all abuzz about this model. Owners of the Captain Willard love to swap stories about how their watch has survived everything from deep sea diving to even backyard barbecues. It's like a badge of honor among enthusiasts. So keep an eye on the market, and who knows, you might just snag yourself a piece of cinematic history. Now picture this. It's the 1970, bell bottoms are in, disco is king, and watch brands are duking it out to create the most incredible chronographs. In walks Seiko with the 6138 series, and wow, they made a statement. The 6138-8020, nicknamed the Panda for its black subdials on a crisp white dial, became an instant classic. Now let's talk about why this watch is so darn cool. First off, it's part of Seiko's first in-house automatic chronograph series. That's right. Seiko wasn't just slapping together parts from other brands, they were innovating and creating their own mechanical marvels. But it's not just the movement that makes this watch a collector's dream. The Panda's distinctive dial layout is like a work of art. The contrast of the black subdials against the white background is as striking as a Panda's markings, hence the name. It's a design that's both functional and stylish, a rare combo in the watch world. Now you might be thinking, but how much is this bad boy going to cost me? Well, let me tell you, the Seiko Panda is a bit like fine wine. It's only getting better with age. The graph shows a 3.3% increase in value since April of 2021. This iconic watch didn't get crazy inflation during the pandemic, so it's still a fantastic bargain. But here's the thing. This watch isn't just about money. It's about owning a piece of history, a timepiece that represents the pinnacle of Seiko's chronograph engineering. When you compare the Seiko Panda to other vintage chronographs, sure, some high-end brands might have some more prestige, but the Seiko Panda offers a unique blend of style, history, and mechanical prowess that's hard to beat. Plus, it's a more accessible entry point into the world of vintage chronographs without sacrificing quality or design. But don't take my word for it. The watch community is head over heels for the Seiko Panda. Enthusiasts rave about its durability, precision, and the charm of its retro design. These watches have been known to outlast their expected lifespans, proving that Seiko's craftsmanship is built to stand the test of time. All right, folks, it's time to talk about a real heavy hitter in the world of dive watches, the Seiko Professional Diver High Beat 6159-7001, aka the grandfather tuna. It's a legend. It's a trailblazer that revolutionized the game for dive watches. First off, let's talk about why this watch is such a big deal. Seiko introduced the high beat movement into dive watches with this model, which means it's got some serious precision, even when you're deep underwater. Plus, it's one of the first to rock a titanium shroud, making it tougher than a superhero. But the 6159-7001 isn't just impressive within Seiko's lineup. It's a legend in the entire dive watch world. Its monocoque case, crazy water resistance, and that sweet, sweet high beat movement make it stand out like a champion among its peers. And talking about why collectors go nuts for this watch, first, there's again that groundbreaking high beat movement. It's like having a Ferrari in a tank. It's precise and powerful. Then there's the design. It's not your average dive watch look, which makes it even more desirable. And finally, it's got that reputation as a tough as nails tool watch that can handle anything you throw at it. Now, I know some of you might be looking at that price graph and thinking, whoa, a 35% drop since April of 2021. That's rough. But here's the thing. This might be the best opportunity to snag a piece of history. When you compare the Seiko Tuna to other vintage divers out there, it stands on its own. Sure, there are other cool vintage divers, but this Seiko is in a league of its own. And don't just take my word for it. The watch community is all about this model. They love it for its pioneering tech, its unique look, and its reputation as a watch that can survive anything. Some might point out the wear and tear, but true enthusiasts know that only adds character to the watch. It's like a badge of honor, a testament to its durability and the adventure it's been on. So if you're looking for a vintage dive watch that's got history, style, and a whole lot of street cred, the Seiko Tuna is definitely worth your consideration. Now we're blasting off into the stratosphere of horology to explore a true icon, the Seiko Pogue 6139-6002. This watch isn't just a timepiece. It's a bona fide space adventure with a story that's out of this world. First, let's talk about the man behind the legend, Colonel William Pogue. This astronaut took his trusty Seiko on a little trip called the Skylab 4 mission, making it the first automatic chronograph to ever grace the final frontier. Talk about a watch with some serious street cred. But the Pogue isn't just famous for its cosmic adventures. It's also part of Seiko's groundbreaking 6139 series. These watches were some of the first automatic chronographs to be made available to the public, proving that you don't need to be a bazillionaire to own a piece of horological history. Now let's talk about the Pogue style. This watch is like the life of the party, with its vibrant colored dials in yellow or blue and a contrasting outer tachymeter bezel. It's a look that screams, I'm bold, I'm funky, and I'm ready to take on the universe. But don't let its flashy appearance fool you. The Pogue is built like a tank, with a robust movement that can keep up with even the most intense space missions. So, why is the Pogue so collectible? Well, aside from its space pedigree, it's just a really cool watch with a great story. And let's be real, who doesn't want a watch that's been to space? Now, I know some of you might be looking at that performance graph and thinking, yikes, a 33% drop in value since April 2023. That's a bit of a nosedive, but that's exactly the point. It's actually a great time to check the market. And when you compare the Pogue to other vintage chronographs, it's still a legend. Sure, some Swiss brands might have more prestige, but the Pogue has got a unique blend of history, performance, and style that's hard to beat. And the watch community, they're over the moon for the Pogue. Enthusiasts love it for its historical importance, its quirky design, and its unbeatable durability. Sure, finding one in pristine condition might be a bit of a challenge, but that's part of the thrill of the hunt. So if you're ready to add a little cosmic flair to your watch collection, the Seiko Pogue is the way to go. It's a watch that's been to the moon and back. Okay, Not literally, but you know the idea. And it's got a story that'll make you the talk of any watch gathering. So buckle up, strap on your Pogue, and get ready for a horological journey that's truly out of this world. Next, we're diving into the world of high-end horology to take a close look at a true gem. This is the watch that I promised. The Grand Seiko Limited Edition SB3. What a mouthful. This watch isn't just a timepiece. It's a love letter to the very first Grand Seiko model way back in 1960, and it's got the chops to prove it. It commemorates the 60th anniversary of the Grand Seiko brand, celebrating the company's rich history and horological achievements. The watch features a manual winding caliber 9S64, which is designed, developed, and manufactured entirely in-house by Grand Seiko. The case of the watch is made from brilliant hard titanium, a material that is exclusive to Grand Seiko. This special titanium alloy is lightweight, highly scratch-resistant, and hypoallergenic, offering both comfort and durability for the wearer. As a recreation of the original Grand Seiko, the SBGW 253 is part of a lineage that has established a legendary status within the watch industry. Its classic and understated design, characterized by the pure white dial and sleek case lines, is a hallmark of Grand Seiko's timeless elegance and has become a sought-after collector's piece. And let's talk about, why collectors are fawning over this watch. First, yes, the direct link to Grand Seiko's heritage. It's like owning a piece of horological history, and who doesn't want that? But it's not just the rarity that makes this watch special. It is a limited edition. It's the craftsmanship, the Zaratsu polishing, and exquisite dial work that are a testament to Grand Seiko's meticulous attention to design. It's like owning a miniature work of art that just happens to tell time. Now, I know some of you might be looking at that performance graph and thinking, hold up, a 18% decline since April 2021? But that's why now is a great opportunity. This is a limited edition at a fantastic price. And for many, this watch is more than a timepiece. It's a work of art that embodies the very spirit of Grand Seiko. So there you have it. Seiko's heritage is a treasure trove of iconic watches that have left an indelible mark on the world of horology. These timepieces aren't just watches, they're living, ticking testaments to the innovation, craftsmanship, and design prowess that have made Seiko a legend in the industry. And here's the kicker. With the current market conditions, now might be the perfect time to dive into the world of vintage Seiko. Because when you strap on a vintage Seiko, you're wearing a story, a legacy, and a piece of horological history that will stand the test of time. Your watch collection will never be the same. I'll see you in the next video.